In today's video, I'm giving you a truck update. We're taking 3 trucks and making one. Guys, you gotta check out the Suburban. It's a time capsule. You won't believe it. And I'll show you the old beat up truck that we're taking the engine out of. It is what it is, and I'm about to cry. I got the engine out. Everything's cleaned up, looks good. Frame's in good shape, cleaned up a lot better than I thought it would, to be honest with you. I'm pretty happy about that. Let me show you guys this. This is so frustrating. But they screwed that cab in like crazy, and now I've got all these holes. But dude, you seriously got to check out this Suburban. I have not seen a square body truck in this good a shape, and I don't remember when. And while I feel bad about it, you gotta admit the old dually is going to be pretty sweet too. Hey guys, it's Jared today. Told you I was going to do a truck video coming up, and you know, I love it when a plan comes together. And my plan, believe it or not, is coming together. I am going to show you where the dually is, kind of what that looks like, what all has been done in. I think we're going to work on them a little bit today. We got some stuff to figure out. So the dually, we actually had pressure wash yesterday. I got a buddy, and if you have something that needs to be washed in the central Kentucky area, reach out to me, because I have a buddy of mine who has a pressure washing service, and it's awesome. So this truck gets down, ready to start, you know, getting its love. So I got the engine out. Everything's cleaned up, looks good. Frame's in good shape, cleaned up a lot better than I thought it would, to be honest with you. I'm pretty happy about that. And so we got to get the firewall, it has to be all cleaned up, get all that stuff off of. We're actually just going to paint that black, which is kind of the cheap and easier way to do that. But that's just what we're going to do there. Of course, we got to do the suspension, and then we've got to get the cab. Well, this is the rockers. Got to get the rockers redone. You can see the bubbles in the cab corners. We got to get those cut out and redone. And then outside of that, I mean, this truck is in pretty good shape. I don't know. Let me show you guys this. This is so frustrating. When they put the interior in it, like, they must have got a discount on self-tapping screws, but they screwed that cab in like crazy. I've got all these holes that we got to fix. It's not a super big deal, but it's just frustrating. And so we'll show you a little bit more of the truck so you get an idea where it's at. But dude, you seriously got to check out this Suburban. I got the Suburban home. We were having that truck cleaned up and pressure washed because it was greasy. It's had grease on it since the 80s. And I'll have to send you some before pictures. I'll have Carolina put the before pictures of this Suburban on how gross it was. Gross isn't a good word. Dirty. We'll just say dirty. It's moldy, dirty. It's been sitting in the woods for, I mean, who knows how long. And so I thought, well, Doug will be here washing that thing. They're 40-ish feet apart. So why don't you wash the Suburban while you're at it so we can really see what we got. And I'm going to be honest with you, man. The Suburban, I feel a little bad. I have not seen a square body truck in this good a shape, and I don't remember when. And, you know, I don't have a title to it. And if I really pushed and could probably finagle the title for this thing, and I always thought, like, if I was going to have like just a really cool vacation mobile, get you an old Suburban, maybe lower it down a little bit, even put it on air ride and really make it ride good, put you an LS in it, and just have like the awesome vehicle. And this one here, I'm telling you, I feel guilty. I'm being honest with you. I feel really guilty about it because it's a freaking nice truck, and you could like do a light sand on it, and if you're into that patina look, just clear it, and like, it'd be badass. I mean, come on, it would be really badass. And me and Scotty have talked about it, but I need the parts, and these parts are going to save me a lot of money. And it's just one of those deals of like, it's just the plan, and the plan's coming together. And while I feel bad about it, you gotta admit the old dually is going to be pretty sweet too. The dually trumps the Suburban. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry, Suburban. You're going to a good home, and you will live on forever. And the square body people, you're just going to have to forgive me. I'm sorry. It is what it is, and I'm about to cry. Not really. Anyway, so let's check out this Suburban. This is a 1990 Suburban, and I wanted this truck for really, when I found it, it was like, I seen the interior in it. I'm gonna show you that the interior is in better shape than the outside, which is nuts. And the only dent in this whole truck And I think they did this when they were digging it out of the woods. Is that? But I mean, outside of that, I mean, those doors need just a little bit of work, and they're sand and paint. It's got a nice grill. I'm gonna use this bumper on the front of my truck because the bumper's in really good shape. I'm using all 4 doors because they're in really good shape. We may end up using the fenders. We got to see which ones are better, which one's in better shape. The glass is usable, which is also going to save me a lot of money. But check out this interior. Talk about a time capsule. This interior in this truck, because I wanted the console and all it, and I wanted buckets. And I mean, it's like a freaking time capsule, guys. I mean, I've not seen one in this shape and this complete. And look how clean this is. And so there's been quite a bit of debate about it shows 64,000 miles, and whether it's 164,000 miles or 64,000 miles. Not 100% sure, but like, use the AC lines and a carburetor. We may have to have a little cushion work done on here, but these seats are comfortable. Yeah, I mean, you know, these old cars are hard to beat. The only thing like this truck really needs on the interior, if you wanted to make this particular truck a pretty sweet truck, would be to put a headliner in it. But all these seats are going in the dually, and honestly, like they're comfortable, and like really comfortable. It's like sitting on grandma's couch, which is what I wanted. Minus the headliner, you know, hit me in the head, but that's all right. I'm pretty stoked about it, to be honest with you. The big question we got, and I brought a battery with me, is do the windows work? Do the window motors work? So we are going to check that out. I'm getting ready to check that out here in just a few minutes. Yeah, and this door to my right won't unlock. The pull thingy is frozen, rusted, you know, stuck, broken, whichever. I'm looking at the floor here, trying to figure out, but like, seat belts are good, visors are good. Yeah, this thing's sweet. And I'm freezing, and it's not that cold, but it's been warm, but it's damp today. And if I seem like I'm cold and shivering, it's because I am. The question for you guys is, should we keep the console and put it in the dually? And where you have the reading lamps. I gotta show you this. Gotta check this out. When's the last time you've seen a radio like that? I mean, remember when you used to hit the power button and that had the antennas that would go up and down, like had the motor on them? Talk about a way back. Oh yeah. So, and also what's cool about this car is, this truck is a carpet we think will clean up, and it's good enough to use. And so why I'm saying all that is, like, the amount of time and energy that this is going to save is pretty astonishing. So I'm gonna grab a battery and throw in this truck, see if the windows work. This was kind of one of the things I was curious about. And maybe still got windshield washer fluid in it. I'll be dang. All right, I'm gonna go grab a battery. Be right back. I was gonna throw a battery in it, and I bought the battery because Sunday I put the lithium battery in my camper, so it gives me an extra car battery. And this one's got side post mounts, so that's not gonna work. So we're just gonna pretend that the windows work, and if they don't work, well, we'll fix them later. So that is just part of it. Sucks. The jack is in this thing, like the change your tire jack. Back when I gave you proper jacks, which tells me that if I would go searching in this thing, which I will, I don't know if I'll do it today, it's probably got the spare tire tools in it. It's wild. It's wild. I'm so happy about this thing. You guys have no idea, and I'm feeling really guilty about parting this thing out, but it's for a good cause. So, all right, guys. Let's. I think Scotty's getting ready to come over here. We're gonna roll that truck inside. It's gonna rain here in a little bit. We might knock that suspension off of it real quick. I don't know how much we're gonna do to the dually today. We're gonna do a little something, I think. Just trying to figure out. I think if anything, it will just be figuring out like the game plan on getting the frame notched. What all needs to be done is kind of working through a few of the little laundry list of things we got to do. But this Suburban, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm excited about it. Kind of feel like a jackass for parting it out, but it is what it is. All right, guys, different day. Kind of finishing this video up. It's a much nicer day. I have a question for you guys on this one as well, but I went over to my brother's shop, and they were listening to the radio and doing some things, and working on some equipment. So I didn't want to bug them too much, but I took some video of my old Dodge. You kind of see what I'm using for a power plant on that guy. And so we're going to take the Cummins out of that one and put it in this truck here. So it's going to be pretty sweet. So that's kind of the truck update. I have a question for you. So I was looking at my frame here, and I've got to build something that kind of come up and over and back down to put my gooseneck ball so I can hook up to my camper. And I'm just curious, like, do you guys have any suggestions? Any thoughts? Someone had talked about like a B&W hitch and then using my companion hitch on top of it and putting a plate. But the trouble is when I come across here, the hitch, the B&W has a stem that comes down, which would hit the top of the rear end. So that's not going to work. So if you guys have any suggestions on that, let me know. Send me an email or something. Just kind of let me know if you got any ideas. I'm open to suggestions on that. I got a couple. Needs to be functional looking as well, so that's kind of where I'm at with that. So riser height roughly 8 inches is what I need. Something between 7 and 9 inches, depending on where the truck sits after we actually get it down on the ground, get it lowered, and do the altitude adjustment. Anyway, hope you're doing well. Talk to you guys next week. Like and subscribe so we can be friends. See you guys.
Hey, check these out. I was on eBay and I've been kind of looking for ideals and inspiration for the dually. Since you guys are probably already mad at me, I'm going to show you some of the cool stuff we're doing to make it worthwhile. Found these. Yes, they go on a 70 square body. Mine's an 80 square body. It's okay, guys. Just take a deep breath. But I'm going to do these. Now, if you know someone who does custom emblems, I got an ideal that I might do if I can find someone who can do it. If not, I'll just fix the paint on these. These are going to be really cool. And I'm gonna have the coolest truck in the campground.